I'm going to show you how we generated 1,386 leads in a single year for a home improvement business. I'm going to show you the budget, how much we spent, the activities we did, and all of the results. I'm pulling back the curtain on everything. Let's get right into it. So these leads were split mostly by paid leads. So paid means Google ads and Facebook ads. That's where we got 1,000 of our leads. Organic is emailing, social media, SEO, blog posts, Google My Business, everything that you don't have to pay to play. We generated 42,000 website visits almost, okay? And again, a large part of that was because of paid ads, right? Like driving people there, targeting homeowners in the local community, showing them ads, getting them to our site. And we were actually converting over 3.3% of our website visitors to leads, which is a pretty solid conversion rate. And this is the average for the year, right? We also had live chat was generating 11.83% of our leads. So when someone came to the site, they're browsing, we noticed that people would leave. And when we put a live chat function on the site that was actually automated, it was by a bot that was kind of trained on our business, then we were able to capture almost 12% of those leads, visitors that would have left. So that's kind of the summary, right? Let me break down the specifics. So we did essentially a few things really well. So the first was Google Ads. And these Google Ads here are search ads. So that means when somebody types in landscaping company near me, they get the Google search results. Well, we would pay for our search result to be near the top, okay? And we were targeting these 4 categories. So interior, landscaping, pools, and villas. These were our 4. We were really dominant in landscaping. Dubai is a hot country. People don't want to be out in the sun, looking after their garden. The weather's pretty tough on the plants out here. So a lot of people want companies to manage their garden for them. So we got a ton of leads there. We were the dominant player. Pools is a bit smaller for us, but these are good sized projects. They can be 5-figure projects. And then this was really the big one here, interior design and interior design for villas. Much less leads. The total leads we would get in a year here was 140, right? You add these two together. But these can be 100K plus projects. They can be huge, long projects, very profitable. You get great before and afters, and that on its own gives you great marketing tools because you put these awesome before and afters out. This one is the one that nobody's doing enough of that was probably the biggest game changer for us. And this was Google display ad retargeting. So let me break down what that is. So retargeting is when somebody comes to your site and they don't give you their details, so they don't become a lead and they leave. And you're able to retarget them by finding them on another site, showing them your ad. They click on that ad, come back to your site and become a lead. We had 441 people who came to our site, left without becoming a lead. We went and got the lasso, roped them in from around the internet, brought them back and got their details, and that became a lead. So how does that work? Well, Google has a program where if you have a website, you can have ad space on your site. And what that allows Google to do is put any ad on that site. So for example, in our market here, we have the national newspaper, imagine the Wall Street Journal, for example. They're a part of this program. We can have our ad show up on the national newspaper's website. The homeowners like, hang on a minute, this company, I was on their site earlier, they're just a landscape and interior company, but they're advertising on the national newspaper's website. So they get this feeling that we're this huge company, but actually we're not. It's just that they were on our site, Google dropped a cookie, knows who they are. And when they're on the national newspaper site later, Google goes, we can show ads here. What was the thing this person looked at recently? Okay, they were on these 10 sites. Which of those sites are part of our program where they're paying to have their ad shown on another site? We were one of those. They show our ad, person clicks it, comes back to our site. So this was just huge. And if you want me to in another video, I can show you the ads, exactly what they look like and go into more detail. But this was huge for us. Then we did Facebook ads. So Facebook ads here, there were really like 4 types that we did. So it starts with awareness. One is awareness of like who we are as a company. Awareness is often a lot of before and afters and projects and just like really cool things that people are going to like to look at. Prospecting was more book a consultation, more like lead gen. And then these were retargeting. And you're going to see there's not really numbers here because we started a bit later in the year. But retargeting, what worked really well for us, that's not on this sheet, is when somebody had been at the site and hadn't converted, but they'd seen an awareness ad or a prospecting ad, we retargeted them with video testimonials of homeowners who had had a project done by us. So you'd see an interview with them in their home, they'd walk you through the house, you'd see the before and afters, and that worked really, really well. In terms of like Google organic, we got 346 leads from SEO. That was because we were putting out articles that were keyword focused every month, and we did that for many years. Social, this is where a lot of people are spending a lot of time. It doesn't really generate a lot of leads for us. The goal of social and the role of it that we found was when somebody's already interested because they've clicked an ad or they've been retargeted, they go on your social just to see and learn more about you. It's almost like a safety check. They just want to check you're a real company, make sure there's no terrible comments from people. They're kind of doing due diligence, right? And then email, we just did a email newsletter once a month. It gave them details on the new projects, any promotions, any new testimonials we had, some articles we'd share, and it generated a couple of leads. And to be honest, we were creating the content anyway, so it was just an easy win. All right, so now I'm going to show you the budget, how much we were spending to get those results. So we were spending $5,200 a month, okay? And there's a ton of activity. First thing that we did, we had one freelancer. You can see here the actual total costs for this person in dollars, right? She would create and send the newsletter. She would add one new page or blog post to the website that somebody else had written. She would schedule all of the social posts. So that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. And then she would update the website photo galleries. And you can see here, this was the total cost monthly for that person to do it, $102, okay? Because we were using outsourced labor online using Upwork. This person was managing Facebook ads and reporting. Google ads and Facebook ads, $126 a month. The reason it was so little is because we'd kind of like ran it for a while and it wasn't really a lot for him to do. It was already optimized. So his fee just for doing the reporting and managing the ads, $126. This person was managing social. So for a total of $370, they would create 31 social posts. That's just taking our images and putting a little bit of like the logo on it and then writing a caption. And this was before AI. So now it would be even quicker and you could probably even get that down, but still a really good price. They'd create 31 social stories. Again, they were doing this manually at the time. Now there's software that can just clip up a longer video and do it for you. And they'd manage social inboxes and replies. So they would be there in case somebody DM'd us, they would have a response. You can automate this now. And this is something that we're doing in our company. A lot of this stuff now can actually be done by software. We would also purchase backlinks and map citations. So this is to do with Google My Business listings. This was an experiment and we put $500 a month. To be honest, I don't know if it worked because we didn't do it for very long. So this one, you could probably discount. We had a 1,000-word blog post written each month, and that was either like an educational article or about a recent project, $40 a month. And again, with AI, this can be done even cheaper now. Right now, this is where we spent the bulk of our money. We spent $2,300 a month on a Google search campaign, okay? The thing here is, if you look at that like over a 12-month period, right? So we spent $27,000 over the year. But if you go back over to here, how many leads did we generate just from Google search ads? 580 leads. So if we split that by 580 leads, we were paying $47 a lead. And, bear in mind our projects, they could be pretty significant. So marketing works when you're selling the higher ticket stuff. If you're doing these smaller jobs, it's going to be difficult to turn an ROI, especially in a really competitive marketplace where there's everybody bidding up the keywords and things are getting more expensive to be seen. So yeah, $46. And then retargeting on Google Ads, 441 leads, $2,100, $2,100 divided by 441 leads, $4.90. Do you see how much cheaper retargeting is? This is why I always tell people you can spend literally 10% of the cost of a regular ad by using retargeting. So that's a huge game changer. Definitely recommended. And then Facebook ads. At this point, I think we had switched off regular Facebook ads and we were just retargeting people on Facebook. So people that came to the site, $97 a month. And Facebook retargeting, we got 10 leads that year. So that was a little bit expensive, as you can see, over 12 months. The cost for that is $1,100 and we got 10 leads. So it was like $116. So you're kind of getting a sense of how much things cost per lead, how much we were spending monthly, how much we were spending annually. And then the last thing was we had a CMO, like a chief marketing officer, that was responsible for like strategy, management, and coordination. So they would manage all of these different people. They would come up with a marketing strategy, which was like, what activities should these people be doing? They'd look at the results, make sure that there's a result being generated for the business. And they were $1,600. So $5,300 is not that big an amount of money, right? If you have a single project that you get in a month that's worth more than 5K, it's washed its face, you broke even. So it's really easy to generate a profit. The key is really just running ads. Like, honestly, you have to pay to play. You can do word of mouth and all of that, but you can run ads. And if you do them right, and if you particularly use retargeting and Google display retargeting, nobody's doing that well enough. You can absolutely kill it. You can generate thousands of leads a year like we did. And this is how we grew this business to $3 million a year. I hope that was helpful for you. If you want to see more behind the scenes stuff where we show you the ads, we show you the copy, we kind of break down things in more depth, happy to do that. Leave a comment, let me know what you want to see, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.